Okay, so in this chapter about data mining, okay, only two methods I will explain, three methods, sorry, okay. Right, so three methods in data mining we discuss, okay, in these two chapters: classification methods, clustering methods, and market basket analysis. Okay, but two chapter, market basket analysis tu is combined put under chapter clustering method. Okay, chapter 17. Okay, it's actually a different method compared to clustering. Okay, so three method we discuss in this topic. Okay, all right, so data mining. Okay, okay, so I will go back to statistical inference. Right, so previously in the statistical inference, I explained that when you want to analyze data, you have to collect sample data from population. Okay, right, that one you have to do data collection separately. Okay, go ask the question, distribute the questionnaire, ask the question, respond from your respondent. Okay, or you do some observation, get the data, and then run the analysis. Right. Okay, so in that is and then or you have to collect data, okay, separately compared to whatever you have done, but you collect data separately from your process. Okay, right, so that is a statistical inference, and I will mention that statistical inference is not for big data. Okay, so when you say the big data, means that you collect data using, once you do a transaction, you will keep your data. Okay, whatever customer do through your system, through your platform, you will keep everything. Okay, the patterns, whatever you will keep that data. You will keep that data in the warehouse. Okay, which is we will call it as a data warehouse. Not only product we keep in the warehouse. Okay, but data also you will keep in the warehouse. Okay, right? It's not only database. Data warehouse is not database. Okay, so it's more larger, more huge compared to the database. Okay, a simple system usually we will keep in the database. Okay, but everyday daily activities we will keep in the data warehouse. Okay, so example Facebook, Google. Okay, their transaction is in a seconds. Okay, every seconds. WeChat, okay, WhatsApp. So they will keep their activities too in the seconds, right? So they will have to keep in data warehouse. But in that maybe in common system in organization, you keep in your data in the system, then usually that one will be you keep in the database, smaller size compared to data warehouse. Okay. Alright, so data mining is the effort of some things that we do that we need to understand to discover the patterns of data. Okay, what the trends. Okay, so is there any relationship compared to customer background compared to purchasing behavior. Okay, to see the customer, the subscriber punya the background with their preference. Okay, so let's say the Google. Okay, every time that every subscriber, when you subscribe, you have to key in some basics background. Okay, all right, so they will keep that as your background, and then they will analyze the patterns of your behavior, what you like to click, what you always search. Okay, probably not exact keywords, but they will see the patterns there. For this person, what is the patterns? And then combine with another background similar to your pattern. Okay, similar to your background. Okay, so they will see the patterns, right? Understand the patterns. Okay, maybe we have to look into the like a Shopee, Lazada, Alibaba. Okay, now Taobao. Okay, so they will see the trends. Okay, maybe the sales will increase during the payday. Okay, after 1 or 2 days. Okay, so at that time then they have to increase the session, more promotion, more voucher. So they will try to understand the trends. Okay, based from whatever you click. Once you open their platform, they will record your activities. Okay, and then they will see whether there is a relationship or not. People with certain behavior, okay, what is their preference, okay. All right. So data warehouse ni, when we say data warehouse ni, it can combine with multiple sources like we do in the example tu, like you do in the business intelligence, okay. You can get a data from different sources, okay. Like Shopee, the data from customer, from the from seller, from product manufacturer, from the delivery service, okay. Right, so they will get data from different sources, okay. They combine and they automatically analyze, okay. Right, so data mining is you will use all the data, okay. Statistical inference, you just take part of it, okay. You have to collect data, part of your population, but data mining, you use all your data and try to understand, more frequent compared to statistical inference, okay. Right. So let's say like Shopee, Lazada example. Okay, so maybe they have a data warehouse, combine all the seller, the manufacturer, mart, whatever sources lah. Okay, so they will keep a data warehouse, and then they will have a data mart. Okay, which is they will scale down. Okay, maybe they will keep data about their consumer only, okay. And another mart is data about the seller, okay. And then poster delivery, okay. Right, so they have their own data marts, but marts ni is a subset to the data warehouse part of it, okay. Maybe they will keep a sales for data mart, maybe can see about the grocery, okay, about the fashion, electronic device, data mart. So this is they can put it in the different mart, okay. So it depends lah how they want to group or make it scale down based on what, okay. Right. So this is the methodologies, methods for data mining, okay. That you will learn on the three in this chapter, classification, cluster, and market basket analysis. Okay, so classification, you have a categorical, okay, you have a category, and then you try to, it's similar to the regression, okay, but it's regression to the numbers, like salary, you want to see the less salary compared to predict using a salary to, that is a prediction lah, okay. Variables here are continuous, and then you create a model and do some prediction, okay. Alright, but classification you use to whether this consumer will purchase or not purchase, okay. So using two only category, 2 or 3 lah, okay. First year, second year, third year students, okay. You categorize, okay. Right, like example I used previously to your CGPA kan, okay. So every CGPA, but now let's say you just want whether it's the first year, second year, third year would purchase the textbooks or not, okay. So you want to see you use a categorical variable, okay. Alright, so prediction, like in the that I did explain regression, okay. So regression also can use in the data mining, the method. So you can use in big data, okay. Alright, so you have a system, you have everything, all the system, and you can run the regression, okay. So that is a prediction. Okay, cluster analysis ni, there is no dependent variables. Okay, classification is similar to regression, means that you have the dependent variables, okay. But cluster analysis, no dependent variables, okay. You try to understand based on this group, okay. Alright, so this group with you see the income for your customer, and then what they purchase, okay. Then you try to make it, you cluster that, okay. Alright, and then market basket analysis ni is just to put your purchase together, okay, in one basket. Like they will study, okay. So this customer usually when they purchase product A, when they purchase the product A, they will purchase product B, okay. majority purchase product A, we purchase product B. So they will put the market, this product in one basket. Okay. They will suggest to you. Okay. You will see when you go to all this platform, when you purchase one, when you try to put in the carts one product, there will be some suggestion. Usually customer who purchase this product will buy another this kind of product. Okay. So that is, they use the market basket analysis, okay, based on the history lah, based on the previous customer behavior, they will suggest to next customer. Okay. Alright, and then the lastnya methods ni is a forecasting. Okay, so forecasting ni that you already learn in the time series. Okay, so time series method, but you learn only simple. Okay, moving average. Okay, exponential smoothing, and then you do some run test. Okay, that can be used in the data mining as well. Means that for big data. Okay, once you have a system, you can run the do the moving average ke whatever methods lah, use it for forecasting. Alright, so for prediction and forecasting, I already explained previously. Okay, so in this topic, we will discuss more on 3: classification analysis, cluster analysis, and forecasting. Okay, so the first method, classification methods. Okay, you classify. Right, so you have a dependent and also independent, similar to regression. Okay, you have a dependent, you have one variables to predict another variables. Okay, only that the dependent variables is category. Okay, categorical. Right. Okay, whether two categories, so usually two categories lah, yes or no, we purchase or not purchase, male or female, married or not married, single or married. Okay, high income, low income. Okay, so that is common lah, but also can be used for 3 or more. First year, second year, third year, sophomore, what else lah? You can junior, sophomore, senior. I'm not sure your category. Okay, so you can use more than, not necessary 2, but common use 2 categories lah. But you can use more, 3 or more, 4 category. If let's say in your data you have 4, you can create 4 categories. Okay, so but the dependent is in a categorical. You have a category. Okay, all right. Okay, so we will go for the classification method. Okay, so once when you want to do a classification methods, okay. So you want to test, you want to do a forecasting, okay, right? So normally in the data warehouse, okay, so you have to partition your data set, the system lah, okay. So you don't have to do that. You have, usually this is data scientists will do all this partition, okay. Right, so you have to partition your data. Okay, so divide your data. Okay, for training and testing. Okay, this is where you have to create the programming to partition, to do all this partition data. Okay, in the system tu, you not do it separately or choose this data for this one. No, you have a system. Okay, either programming the language to divide this data. Okay. Alright, so you have to separate data for training and testing before you can do a prediction. Okay. Alright, so you have a data history lah. When I said again, when I said data, it's already happened. Okay. Alright, so then you take that you divide by 70-30% or 80-20%. It depends. Okay. Alright, so depends number of data that you want to use for training to create the model. Okay, alright. So now let's say now you already collect 10,000 data. Okay, alright. Then you use 70% from that 10,000 too, means that 7,000 data you use to understand the behavior. Okay, alright. So later on lah, when you see the methods to explain to, maybe that one you use 70%, and then when you want to see that you punya understanding, see whatever conclusion that you made from the 70%, you use that 30% to see whether it can be used or not. Okay, is it correct or not? So the another 30% or 20% is for testing. Okay, right? So test 80%. If you take 80% for training, another 20% you use for testing. Okay, whatever behavior lah from that. Okay, you will use based on the 70-30 or 80-20. 70 for training, and then you will test. And only that you can make a conclusion. Okay, when you can run for the and then the next training, right? Just to make sure, because why you have to split the data, because you want to see whether this data testing data models or whatever assumption that you make from this data ni separately, so not redundant. Okay, right? So different data for create the model and different data for testing. Okay. All right, so this is the first method for classification. Okay, logistic regression. Okay, so like I said, logistic regression is more on the categorical variables. Okay, all right. So then you use a category. Okay, so example. Okay, all right. We want to see whether the customer will leave. Okay, will not come again to our product, to our store. Okay, so based on the demographic data. Okay, so example, demographic data. Let's say you want to see women's, you test women's and men's. Okay, all right. So based on that, you have the data. So this is where I said 70-30 or 80-20. Okay, all right. So you have a data. Let's say for 1 week, your data you collect customer come member. Okay, especially a member. How you can get a data whether it's a woman's or men's? That's why all stores now will offer you a membership. Okay. Right, so this is why they need you to be a membership. They want to see your behavior. Okay, all right. They want to study. Use you as to study. Okay. Once you do you be a member, they will ask you the ID. We collect. Okay, so woman. So this purchase, this one. When you purchase, every time, every month, only one, or 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, every week, every 2 days. Okay, so they will record based on your membership lah, your record. Okay, all right. So they already have a record data, and they take another 70% to make an assumption, to create lah, to test. Okay, men and women, and then how long they will come. Okay, once a week, once a month, 2 months. So they will see, will come again or no. Okay. Or maybe based on the feedback. It depends lah what they want to test. Okay, right? So but the data that you use is a categorical, or maybe they will based on their punya the way that you make your payment. Okay, cash or card. Okay, so cash or card. And then if people pay cash, would come frequently. Okay, also will come again. So people will pay a card. So this is a depends on your data lah. Okay, so I want to show you that categorical. Okay, right? So pay by card or cash, or card, QR, and cash. Okay, so that is a category. Okay, and then try to understand. See dia punya behavior tu only one time. Those who pay by QR only one time. The other, so they will leave your store. Okay, so maybe your store, then you can make a conclusion. Okay, right? That maybe you can focus more on the cash and card compared to QR. Okay, that decision and other things lah. But they use, this is where logistic regression. So they have the system to run, but we will not go to that technical. Okay, so as long as you know that there is a logistic regression for data mining. Okay, so to run based in the categorical. Okay, and then you will get the result, either A or B. Okay, like or not like. Okay, and using also categorical. Okay, so category to categorical. Okay, so another method is neural networks. Okay, neural networks ni they create the computer models. Okay, so programming models ni inspired by the human brain. Okay. Example is that like now you scan your biometric and okay, words, Siri, if you use Siri, if Android apa? Lupa. What you used to talk with the Android tu? Google apa something kan? Google Voice kan? That you use, I can't remember. Okay. That is a neural network. Okay. Alright. So you can use your voice to search something. Okay. Right. So they get that one based on the previous data. So they can create that function. Okay. Right. So we use some things that's similar to human brain. Okay. So use analyze data to see the patterns ni from voice. Okay. Louder ke, similar voice ke, from the face recognition, from image, apa you punya writing. When you write on the tablets, automatically we change to the apa typing punya capital to the letter kan, computer letter. That is neural networks. Okay, right? Not easily that they can create. They have to do some data collection study. Okay, so do similar, collect all this handwritten image ke whatever, create the program that can transfer everything, can analyze that. Okay, so that is a neural network similar to the whatever humans punya activity. Okay. Okay, naive Bayes. Okay, naive Bayes. This is where that usually they based on the keywords. Okay. Alright, they will try to understand the sentiment and or simplenya application for naive Bayes in the app. So in the system, which is when you want to set your email and spam, you give some keywords and automatically it will go to the spam. Okay, right? Spam email detection. Similar as in all those platforms. Okay, so once you write something, they will try to understand whether you like this one, you prefer. That's why they will require your review. Okay, not only to help customer, to help the seller, but they will understand based on your words. Okay, so if customer happy, customer rate 5 star, what is their main keywords? So very good. Okay, or but let's say if some customer give 1 star and then comment as a very good. Okay, all right, then they will group another things that, oh, so this is some things that not favorite. So but let's say if more customer will do something like that, so they will see the sentiments. Why is it? So they try to see why that is happen like that. Okay, 1 star, or maybe this customer didn't understand. Okay, so then they have to put some description. Okay, right. So that is where sentiments lah. Okay, so sentiments sometimes based on the reporting, they will see the keywords that repeating and understand the behavior. Okay. So that is a naive Bayes. Okay, based on repeating keywords. Okay, number of words that appear, then they will see the patterns. Okay, right. So kalau if in our working emails, okay, so you will see the patterns like do some promotions again. Automatically after a few times we get that message, automatically I can see that after that we go to the spam. Okay, so they will Google email will understand that this is not the right email. Okay, all right, so they will group as a different category. Or you can set. Okay, maybe you depends, kalau Google it will take more time lah, longer time lah. So we can set based on this numbers. So same as if we go to the platform. Okay, so when the customer type certain keywords, okay, so they will suggest you something. Okay, so this customer when they search something like this, So maybe we can give some suggestion. Okay, so that is based on the naive Bayes. Simple keywords lah. Okay, Google when you type something kan, so search. So that is a naive Bayes. Okay, so classification trees. Okay, so ingat, remember classification classification methods you have classified. Okay, group kan. Okay, so like a logistic regression, you group. Okay, neural, you create something. Okay, if customer write T, write this kind of is a T. Okay, even different handwriting, but it will automatically transfer to T. Okay, so that is they classify some groups and classify that. Okay, all right. So the last one, okay, methods for classification is a decision tree. So do classification. You also learn the classification decision tree in decision analysis kan. So classify. Okay, so split based on certain category. Okay, and then you have another branch, okay, to represent something lah. Okay, all right. So maybe the process now you can see when you want apply loan, can apply through system only. Okay. Alright, so you just key in your data, and then based on your background, so they will see, okay, so this person is just have a 3 years experience, no, don't have another loans previously, so the risk is 50% because you don't know the way how they pay the loans kan. Okay, so maybe the risk, so based on that lah we create the classification tree in the system. Okay, but whatever it is based on the previous punya history, okay, not based on what the decision makers punya think, okay, or predict based on the data. Whatever they do want to do prediction based on the data, okay, what already happened previously. Alright, so that is the classification methods. Okay, we have a logistic, neural networks, naive Bayes, and last one is a classification trees. Okay, all right, so the next method is clustering. Okay, clustering, right? So classification, you supervise lah, you have a data, you categorize as a male, female, loan, pay loan, this age. Okay, so whatever you have, we call it as a supervised mining methods. Okay, all right, so clustering is unsupervised. Okay, all right, because classification you have another variables to predict another variables. Okay, right. So clustering is unsupervised. You don't have any dependent variables. Okay, so you within your data you will search the patterns. Okay, within that data. So that's why we call it as a unsupervised. Okay, and also that market basket analysis also can sometimes they categorize as a different methods. It means that in under clustering methods, market basket analysis is one of the method under clustering, but because market basket analysis is too big now, so it separate it from the clustering. Okay, so make it one another. For market basket analysis, you won't categorize. It depends on your customer or consumer behavior or whatever based on your study. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so clustering method. Okay, we want to do as a segment. Okay, so you will cluster your data to segment or based on the based on the companies, based on the cities, based on the age, based on the salary, you will cluster. Okay, whatever you will do cluster based on the data that you have. Okay, all right. But maybe you can set number of group, or maybe you don't have based on whatever you have. Then you set, okay, so this is the groups that we have. Okay, right. So you just cannot. Okay, so now I want to create 3 groups only. Okay, so that usually based on whatever data you cluster to, number of cluster, it's general. Okay, depends to your data. It's not specific 3, 4, 2, 3 kan. Okay, all right, so not specific. Okay, so the first method is this is the first method in the clustering. Okay, so we call it as a distance measure. We have 3 methods here. Okay, so distance measure ni is more on mathematical model. Okay, but I won't use a model here because like I said again, this is data mining ni, you have to depend to the system. Okay, so you need a data engineer to program all this system for you to do the data mining. Okay, so this is usually will be done by the people who learn in computer science ke computer engineering ke, they will more expert lah. Okay, so we only know how to read that. Okay, but you have to know lah, okay, so whether you want to use a data measure, a distance measure ke, you must know some model. Okay, alright, so distance measure ni, you want to identify the similarity or dissimilarity, but there will be a model. Okay, alright, but I will explain briefly je what does it mean by that. Okay, so model for you to quantify, to calculate whether these two data is similar or not dissimilar. Okay, right, so let's say you have three products. Okay, three products example. Okay, so then you see that usually customer, there will be some calculation, but this is very brief. I explain to you. Okay, so usually customer purchase A, B. Another customer come, you just purchase C. Okay, customer purchase A and B. A and B, C. C different. Okay, alright. So they have calculation, and then usually they will identify. So A and B ni is similar. Okay, so C is dissimilar. But again, there will be a model for calculation. The model. Okay, whether they close. This kind of product is close, okay, so to each other or far. Okay, alright, so under distance measure ni, so you have a different Euclidean distance. Okay, you have a Manhattan distance and Cousin similarity. Okay, alright, so they just to visualize. Okay, right, so Euclidean distance ni is just based on the physical, doesn't follow any roots or grid. Okay, no, just based on the physical. Can see here, you see dia punya distance, whether near, far or close. Okay, so based on the distance directly. Okay, right, so but Manhattan distance ni is followed by grid. Okay, they go by followed by grid. So the model tu, it will be based on the grid. Okay, alright, so the model that they create for Manhattan distance tu is followed by the grid. Okay, but Euclidean distance ni, the model dia, calculation dia, model tu is not based on the grid. Okay, directly measure. So adalah there will be some programming. Okay, for that. Okay, so the principles here is that Manhattan distance ni based on the grid to see whether it's distant or close, to far or close. Okay, Cousin similarity. Sorry. Okay, cousin, based on to see from the first point here. Okay, you want to see the distance from the first point to this one. Okay, so from this point to this car, not from another car, from the starting point. Okay, alright. So that you can use that based on the, kalau you analyze the text too. Okay, so compare based on the user review for this certain number. Okay, so there will be a programming for that lah. Okay, alright. Okay, so this is usually that used for distance measure. Okay, so the scenario, so for you to help you to understand how to use a distance measure lah, whether whatever type of distance similarity. Okay, right, so you're working on a customer segmentation in the retail. You want to segment your customer. Okay, alright, so you want to segment by the shopping habits. Okay, right, so you want to see customer with similar spending patterns. Okay, based on the data monthly spending on the categories like grocery, electronics and clothing. Okay, so you retail ni, you can see your monthly spending. Okay, alright, you have their own data. Customer A, this is what they purchase. Customer B, this purchase. Okay, Alright, so that is if customer A and B, they spend similar among cross categories. So they consider that dia punya close lah, okay? Right, similar. So not really far. It's a close in the same category, in similar category, okay? But if one customer spends more on electronics, okay, and another customer on the groceries, so means that the category that, okay, so this type of customer is dissimilar, okay, right? So then they know what kind of marketing campaign for that suitable for these two different, okay, so means that this is not dissimilar, so we need to marketing campaign should be different for these two dissimilar group, okay, but if a similar, then you can use a same marketing campaign, okay. So this is where you use the testing data okay, to create the model, okay. This is where you, before you can implement actually in the real world, okay. Right, so another methods, okay, for clustering, which is K-means, okay. So K-means you cluster, K-cluster, okay. All right, so you cluster, divide by, you set number of group, okay. So K groups, okay. So based on the similarity of data points, okay. So you group K-means, right. So example, I will go directly, example, okay. So retail company again, okay. So customer segmentation same, okay. Right, so a retail company wants to create its customer based on their purchasing behavior. Okay, so to create a targeted marketing strategies. Okay, so same as previous. Okay, all right. So data that you save monthly spending in categories such as grocery, clothing, and electronics. Okay, so we see punya total expenditure, number of transaction, and frequent of store visit. And then they do cluster lah, okay. They have all this data, okay. Let's say based from the data they say, okay, so probably we will have 3 cluster, okay. Again, okay, ni decided by your data. You will briefly view your data and then you decide, okay, so what number of group that you can have from your data, okay. Alright, so based from this, because you will use spending kan, okay. So then you say, okay, so we can categorize high spending, moderate spending, and low spending, okay. Alright, so high spending, because frequently shoppers who prefer electronics. So we see how frequent this customer purchase electronics, okay. Alright, cluster 2 for customer that moderate spending, okay, shoppers focus on the grocery, okay, occasionally, okay, more on grocery. So high spending ni that you will purchase electronics at that store lah, that shop, okay, dia punya retail punya shop. But the second cluster ni occasional, more frequent lah, less frequent compared to cluster 1, but usually focus on the grocery. Every month only they will come to our facility to purchase products, okay. So that probably they can put in the cluster 2, okay, occasionally. Cluster 3 is low spending, okay, so very irregular. You can see only 2 months, every 3 months, or depends lah the behavior, okay, right. So that is categorized a low spending, okay. So based from that, after they cluster, so they can, that they can make a conclusion, they can make some decision, they can tailor the promotion, okay, means that can offer discount on the electronic to the first cluster, okay. Why they need to do something like this? Because let's say they offer a discount to the third cluster, cluster 3, offer discount on electronics, okay. Of course, the voucher, whatever discounts will not used by that customer, because this customer will not come to our to their facility frequently, Okay, when they come, they only focus on the grocery only. Okay, or some amount lah, very small amount. Okay, so that's why they have to tailor the promotion. Okay, because of cluster number 2 is moderate and they come occasionally every month, so they can offer some incentive. Okay, more discount vouchers on the grocery. Okay, but purchase buy one free one. Okay, so same as in the Grab, in the Shopee. So they have to categorize, and they know that's why in all this platform, every customer will get their own promotion. Okay, they will get a different voucher, different promotion. Okay, so because they already cluster put in the some cluster. Okay, all right. So maybe for the cluster number 3, okay, so they have to create more to come, give more promotion, message more, please come now, we have more discount, more discount, more discount. So make sure that they will more increase their visiting to the more frequent, okay, to the retails in company. Okay, all right. So that's why you need to cluster group. So do you know what the kind of target marketing campaign to certain group? Same as other method as well. Okay, so to tailor the marketing campaign. Okay, only the way they do the grouping is quite different. Okay, all right. So next methods is hierarchical clustering. Hierarchy. Okay. Alright, so hierarchy is more from the more category, then you cluster to more smaller punya size category. Okay. Alright, so but based on the hierarchy. Okay. Alright, so based on the hierarchy, and then they will create. This is we call it as dendrogram. Dendrogram. Okay. Alright, the diagram. So they have a programming. Okay. Alright, so this is example, real world example document organization for news article. Okay. Alright, so this is a news database lah. Okay. Alright, so digital library needs to organize a news article based on their topics, creating a structure. So you know that when you go search, whether like example lah in YouTube you have main category, simple, down kan. Okay, so this is, or you have another category, sub category. So this is how they categorize kan, make sure this is under which group. Okay, alright. So how they make a hierarchy ni. Okay, so they will look into the news. Okay, alright. So they will extract some keywords. Okay, example, maybe they look at sports, politics and technology. Okay, in all this news. Okay, so and then they will use depends on the based on the category too. It will use to see whether they close or for every article. Okay, so they want to merge to whether this close or this is cannot merge. Okay, so it's a different, right? So maybe then you can merge the article and group articles to like you can see politics. Okay, whatever news about election, economics, they will have to study more. They will search more on news lah to see the similarity words. Okay, alright. So this kind of word ni then they categorize as sports. Okay, like if you have words frequent appear, football, tennis, or all related to sport lah. Then they put in the sports category. Okay, so AI, gadgets, everything is under technology. Okay, so now after they categorize, they create the hierarchy. You will see once you go to the main, you can see the main category is politics, sport, and technology. Then the subcategory under politics, you will get election, economy. Under the sport, you will see football, tennis, and others game. Okay, technology, gadget, AI, others lah. Okay. Software. So that is how they create that hierarchy. Okay. Alright. So the last one, you have to create this dendrogram ni. Okay. To create the hierarchy. Okay. So you see you have A, B, C, D words. Okay. Right. So then they identify that A, B ni hierarchy, the second hierarchy lah, the most similar. Okay. If the far away from here is like not really similar. Okay, quite, I mean that Yeah, okay, quite far away from the root here, and from this one, okay, leaf ni, this is a roots and leaf ni, okay, so quite far from this one, so they is not really similar, okay, right? Okay, so the last method is market basket analysis, okay, right? So that one is a clustering. You have a measure distance, okay, and then measure distance, and then K means, okay, hierarchical clustering, okay. But the objective is similar, okay, only that the way the programming that they need to use to do that clustering though is different, okay. All right, so the last one is a market basket analysis. Okay, so market basket analysis is to see whether the items have association or not. Okay, so based on the previous transaction, right? So they will see, they will group some patterns, this behavior, then they group and then they will suggest, okay? So usually you can see is frequently brought together, so that is a market basket analysis lah, the methods programming, okay? Alright, so they will based on this one, okay, so this technique ni, okay, so they usually they will improve their sales, increase their sales, okay. Customer that like to purchase this product, on the customer come enter to their platform or their facility only to purchase one product. Since you have a suggestion, okay, brought together, then customer will purchase another product based on your suggestion, then it will improve your sales, okay. And customer also will be, maybe will they identify maybe more happier, because they don't have to think about what they need to purchase. They know, okay, so I need this and this, okay. So I just come to buy A, but actually I need A and B, okay. All right, and easy for you to manage your inventory lah. All right, so example, okay, supermarket to analyze a customer purchase data and identify the product association, okay. Okay, we use a transaction items brought together. Okay, so example based on the transaction, okay. This one you don't need to see the relationship with another variables kan. So they will just group based on the transaction. So they see the first transaction, not only 3 lah. Okay, so to do market analysis ni is more than 3,000 transaction. Only you can create the brought together, item brought together, okay. Alright, so example here, let's say transaction 1, okay, so means that customer 1 purchase bread, butter and milk. Okay, the second transaction, second customer purchase bread and milk. Okay, the third transaction purchase butter and eggs. Okay, right. So this is only based on the 3 transactions. So, but again, in the real world, you cannot use based on the 3 transactions only. Okay. All right. So now you want to they identify that customer who buy bread are likely to buy butter, okay? But customer who buy milk often purchase bread as well, okay? Bread and butter, go back, okay? Right? Get the bread, butter, not necessary lah. Maybe they have another transaction kan, okay? Alright, but purchase bread and milk, okay? Right? So bread and milk. So then they can put, maybe what they can do is that the product placement, okay, bread and butter to each other, okay. So maybe because based on the previous another transaction, you can see there is a customer purchase bread and butter, so they put near, okay, bread and butter. So customer, if you purchase bread, they will see butter and you will purchase the butter. Those who purchase the butter, then they see next to the butter you have a bread, then they will purchase bread, okay. Alright, so they will increase the cross sale, okay. So, or maybe you can put a discount, okay, buy bread 20% discount on the butter, okay. Alright, so then you can, or maybe milk and bread ni you can put put near also, okay, and do some promotion as well. Okay. Alright, so easy for you to sorry. Thank you dah. Sorry. Alright. Apa tadi? Okay, so it's easy for the company to manage the inventory or stock as well. Okay, when they order this one, they can order this same amount. Okay, all right. In e-commerce, okay, so like we can see in another platform, you will see that frequently bought together recommendation. Okay, so usually customer purchase this one, you purchase another. So that is based on the market basket analysis as well. Okay, again, in the market basket analysis, you need a programming. Okay, it's not that simple as that you can use a manual, cannot. All this you cannot use a manual calculation. Okay, so you must have the programming, must have a system to do all this classification, clustering or market basket analysis. Okay, data mining cannot be done manually. Okay, it must be done using a system. You must create a programming, understand. Okay, so there will be a data engineer, data scientist to organize everything. Okay, analyze ni and data analyst ni analyst just to analyze the data that already sorted and grouped by others. Okay, so data ni the data punya task ni they have a lot of position. Okay, so to collect data, to create a system, and then just to analyze, and then you can pass to the decision maker, right? Okay, so that's all for data mining.